Okay, I'm just gonna pick a card here to status. I just have my cards here. And let's see. Oh my God, it's crazy. Those of you who've been picking cards with me, this one says, first word is relax. It says, relax. You're being held in the support of something bigger. Relax. You're being held in the support of something bigger. So I just want to say this too, like this is a time where we're not doing a lot. And for some of us, that's really hard to just give into what is, this more time at home and more time just, I'm going to say relaxing, but it's not necessarily that. But it's a skill. It's a practice. It's not something, we're taught when we're younger. So there's so much that happens with that. Relax. You're being held in the support of something bigger. I also feel like this downtime is a gathering in for whatever is to come. And we kind of need that too. If we're about to start something new or move to a new chapter, and hopefully we all collectively move to a new chapter very soon, but there's that gathering in first of recruiting what you need to take you to the next place. And that, it's also deeply connected. We need it all. All right. Okay, well, I'm primed for practice. And let's start by just taking your comfortable seat, whatever that is. And sometimes it's nice to put your back against the wall. I'll say that. If you just need to feel that supported, you can do that, or just take your comfortable seat as you are. Okay, let your eyes close, your chin drop. Start to feel into your breath. Welcome yourself to your practice, to your mat. Deeply welcoming and inviting you all to be very present, to feel connected. I am here, you are here. We are here together. Bringing your palms together at your heart. Pause here for a moment. And take a full breath in, lengthen tall. Exhale this breath. And we'll open this practice. We'll chant Om together 3 times. This is a way of awakening vibrational energy inside. Inhale. Bow your chin, place your hands on your thighs, lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay, see, I just automatically start with a little warming up here. You can warm your knees. Yes, so sweet, friends. Okay, well, let's start on hands and knees. And once you can bring your blanket there if you like to support your knees. Once you're on your hands and your knees, then you're going to decide if you're moving to a downward facing dog or a child's pose. And we'll just start there a few moments. I'm just going to change the view I have here. So just take a few moments here and set yourself. Okay. Oh, that's not going to work. All right. Take 3. Let's get rid of this. Okay. If you're in downward facing dog, feel free to move your hips. And even if you're in child's pose, you can still move your hips a little bit side to side. Okay. Okay, we'll just take maybe 2 more breaths wherever you are. And we'll all meet in hands and knees. However you want to do that. Good. I need to turn this off. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, and we'll just start with some cat-cow. So once you're here, spread your fingers, tuck your toes under. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin. You can even lift your gaze, look up. And exhale, release the breath, chin to chest, tuck the tail. And just continue on. It's opening yourself and feeling into what is. And if you like, you could even close your eyes. Okay. And then bring it to neutral. If you need to put the feet down, give them a rest, go ahead. I'm going to keep mine tucked under. And just shift the hips over to one side and then take your gaze to look at it. So you're actually just getting longer through the opposite side. And then shift your hips other side, turn your head. And do that a few times, side to side, and right back. And just bringing it back to your center. Let's do just a few cat-cows and maybe a little bit faster. Okay, and then from neutral, it's either child's pose, or if you'd like to go back to downward facing dog, that's fine. Let's take maybe 5 breaths wherever you are. Good. And we'll come back to hands and knees. Good. And then here, bring your knees together. Oh, tuck your toes under. And we'll stretch the left leg all the way back. Just put the toes down and then press back. Oh yeah, if you have it at the wall, that's fine too. You can push back and just push into the wall. But here, this is the calf stretch. I'm just pushing the heel to the floor. Good. One more breath. And then release and just switch. Take the right leg out. And I have the toes tucked under. I'm just pressing the heel to the floor. So shifting your weight back. Breathing. And then come back, and we'll just do that one more time. So we'll extend the left leg, press back, and then from here, friends, you can draw your belly in, heart in. Maybe you lift that right knee up, hug it in. Good. And then release and change sides. We'll extend the right leg, press back, and then maybe you lift up, but you're engaging the belly, drawing it in, the heart in. And then release, and we're all going to take child's pose from here. And you can turn your palms up or maybe take your hands back if that feels good. Drop your head, take 5 relaxed breaths here. Good. Okay. And then bringing yourself up to sitting. And so you're sitting on your heels for a moment. And we'll just turn the palms up, drop your gaze down the bridge of your nose. Nice, easy in and out breathing. Notice what this is, if it's not comfortable for you, notice that, obviously. And if you're good, then we're just going to take this to a little rocking. I'm just going to turn to face you. So you're here. Okay. So let's use the hands. We'll take the right hand down and then just shift your hips over to the right. And once you come down, your legs, you do whatever you need to do here. And we'll keep the right hand down, reach the left arm up, just crescent over. You can bend your right elbow as you crescent. You might even take the right elbow down and reach. Okay, we're gonna keep the right elbow down and take this left arm and just give it a nice big circle, like you're just, exploring everything here. Maybe we'll do that, maybe 2 more times. And if you need to bend the elbow, that's fine. Good. And then we'll just bring these hands, both of them, over to the right. You might even lift yourself up. So I have both hands over. The legs can do what they need to. Turn your chest to look towards the floor and come onto your forearms. And then once you're here, you can bring the palms together, maybe walk the elbows more over to the right and turn your head to look over your right shoulder. And then use the breath. Just be. I'm going to take this into almost a cat-cow. So imagine you're doing cat-cow here, whatever that would look like. And you don't have to go that fast, just kind of feel, I can press in, open. Good. Okay. And then just going to pause in the stillness, and you might even go all the way down this time. Some of you might drop your chest to the floor, turn your head to the right, and we'll just take 3 breaths. Okay, and then if you have your head turned to the right, just bring your head to the left for 1 breath. And then we'll slowly start to wake yourself up out of this, come up. I'm gonna come back to sit on the legs just to do the other side. If you wanna sweep your legs in front, that's fine, or maybe you come here again. Take a breath, drop your gaze. Good. Okay, and then I'll take the left hand over, pop the hips. If you want to not touch the floor as you bring the hips, do that. And then we'll take that right arm up and over. You just open yourself. If you want to bend your elbow, you could do that. Again, the legs can be however you need. Good. And I'm just going to start to circle this top arm any direction you go in. Just making a nice big circle, feeling into what that is waking up. And making your way to both hands on the floor. And just turning your chest to look towards the floor and then coming down into your forearms. Palms together, and then maybe walk the elbows more over to the left and turn your head more to the left. Breathing in and out and feeling whatever this is. And then whenever you're ready, I'm going to call it a cat-cow, but I'm really just shifting the ribs around, just exploring what I can, I always think of it as almost flossing your insides. Good. That's it. And then coming to center here to just release yourself. Might mean all the way to the floor with the head turning to the left. And if you have your head turned to the left, just turn it back to the right for a breath. And we'll press ourselves all the way up. And again, I'm going to come back to sit in Vajrasana. Here we are. And just pausing once you're here, feeling into what's happening. And good. Okay. So you're welcome to use your hands. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart and just rock those hips side to side. Just whatever happens, happens. So you just take them down and then back up and over. And so use your hands if you need to. That's all fine. No hands, more challenging. And the next time the hips come over to the right, I'm going to leave them there. And again, we'll just right hand down, take the left arm up. I'm just moving myself over, reach it over. And this time as you reach it over, now you're going to reach up over you and reach out. And we'll take it over and back out. And I'm shifting the ribs. I am going to lift the hips. Just tell you that's coming. So maybe the next time the arm comes out, I might take the right hand in a little bit so I feel stable here, and then I can take this over, lift the hips, and come back. So whatever works for you. I'm just going to do a few more. I'm not going that fast. I'm just feeling how deep can I go. Maybe I can take these hips all the way over. Okay. This time when you take the arm up and over, I'm going to bring the hands down. So my hips have shifted. I'm sitting back on my heels, but wherever you are is fine. Walk the hands more over behind you. So you're turning through your belly. Take your head, maybe you look over towards the right. Breathe. Okay, then we're going to take this into twist. So that is with the forearms on the floor. I'm going to bring my hips back down, the legs again, do whatever you need to do. Elbows down, walk them over, turn your head. I'm going to take this a little bit deeper. So I'm just going to move myself so you can see. So you're here. Okay, the right forearm is going to come down to the floor. So I just have it parallel to the floor. The left arm is going to reach as far away. And now I'm going to take this left leg, just like we did before with the toes tucked under. I know you can't see my toes. The toes are tucked under, and I'm pushing the heel away as I reach through the left arm. But I'm going to turn my head to the right, drop it down, and just breathe here. Extend through the left side. And here's a little tip. The left leg stays straight, but it could maybe walk to the right. Okay, so you modify for yourself. Like I'm getting a big stretch through the left side waist. Make it your own. Okay. And then start to recruit your body parts back. Hands to the floor. Press yourself up. Okay, I'm going to come back up into Vajrasana. You can always take the legs out and just sit for a moment. Back here. Just breathe. Okay, feel what you've done already. Good. Okay, and then we go. I'm going to do that little side to side thing again. Maybe use your hands or not. So here's your hands. Here's no hands. Okay. I'm going to maybe go, oh, how slow can I go? Okay, I'm going to do one more over to the right, one more over to the left. And when I get to the left, I'm going to stay there. Good. Take that hand down, reach the right arm over, crescent. And then you reach it up to the sky and just reach it out. The ribs are moving. It's almost like a side-to-side cat-cow. Good. Okay, I'm going to bring that left hand in a little bit. See if I can lift the hips. Maybe shift them. And then you find the motion of your own ocean. Oh, it looks so good, you guys. Great. Good. And I'm just taking it over. And then I'm going to stay here. Take the hands down. I'm shifting the ribs more over to the right. My hips are over to the right. Breathe here. Good. Okay, we're going to come back to the forearms down. So I'm going to take the hips over to the left. Let your legs separate whatever they need to do. Forearms down, and then you walk the forearms more behind you. Find something. And then we'll take the left forearm parallel to the floor or to the mat. Extend your right arm. And drop your head. Maybe the head turns to the left. And now this right leg sneaks out. Toes tuck under. And push the heel. Extend through the arm. And if I want a little more, I'll take this right leg. Just walk it behind me. And stretch it out. So you're lengthening through your right heel, your right arm. The left arm is as relaxed as possible. Your breathing is relaxed. Nice. One more breath. And then call in your body parts, hands to the floor. Press yourself up. And this time I'm just going to come to sit. I'm going to stretch the legs out in front. Take the hands to the floor. Move your happy feet. Good. Okay, pause for a breath. Good. Okay. So from here, friends, you might grab a blanket. And I'm going to fold that blanket up so it gives me a lot of support. So I just have this little square. Okay, I'm going to put that on the right side. We're going to move into a half Virasana. So that is, I'm going to lean over, grab the right foot, and see if I can bring it in. And I know we're all going to be in different places here. Just see what happens if you bring it in. And then this blanket is going to go underneath the right hip. So you could do that first, or you could just come in and place your hip and then extend. So I have the right leg back, left leg is straight out, and I have this little blanket. I think I said it wrong, but it's underneath the left hip. Find your place here. You could even be more over to the left side if you need to not have so much weight on that. Okay, then you can take your right hand, just give that foot, sole of the foot, a little love. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to do is take the hand to the back of the calf and just roll that calf out and see if I can bring that hip down more. Okay, so I'm here. You know, if you need to bend that left leg, if that's happier for you, I'm just going to hang out here. Just going to let that right hip be a little heavy. The left hip is supported to bring in a little bit of balance. Then you can either drop your gaze to look at your left foot, close your eyes if you like. Good. Just take 2 more breaths. Good. Okay. And then to come out, I'll take the left hand down, lean over. Maybe you grab that foot and just take it out. And then, you know, you take your little prop out. Just be here. Close your eyes if you like, or drop your gaze. Just feel. And then we'll take the second side. So I'll take the blanket over, and you're welcome to just tuck it in right away. Sometimes it makes it a little, you know, you see how it goes. Then I lean over and grab the foot and bring it back wherever it goes. You're just playing. You're looking for yourself. Where can you go here? If you need to bend the right leg, do that. Okay, I'll just start with a little foot massage once I'm settled. And then I might even lean over, take the hand into the calf and take the calf out. And then just be wherever you are here, whatever is happening for you, you know. You can close your eyes or drop your gaze to your foot and just be here. Good. Okay, and then we'll come out. So again, hand down, take the leg out. Take both legs out. Okay. Good. All right. So from here, we're going to come back to hands and knees, or you know, downward dog child's pose. You can start however you like. And I might even say take your blocks just so we have them, so they're in front, and then come back. So you can be on your hands and knees and pause. And then either downward dog or child's pose. And I might make this downward dog longer. I'll walk the feet back a little more, just see if I can change it a little bit. Press the heels to the floor. And then we'll all just meet in hands and knees. Good. From hands and knees, I'm going to step the right foot between the hands. So I might lift the right hand up off the floor to take the foot through. Good. And then you might grab your blocks, put them on the highest height. And then I'm just going to rock front to back. So as you do this, you might be like, oh, this is a little narrow for me. So you might walk that you know, separate your legs apart a little bit. And just come to this front to back. Your hands can walk in if they need to and stay out. Okay, we're gonna take this for twist. So the next time you come forward into lunge, you know, bring your blocks wherever you need them. And let's start kindly. So we'll keep the left hand on the block, take the right hand to your right hip, turn to the right, and then you can reach that arm up. Take a breath. Good. And then release. And then we'll keep the right hand on the block, lift the left arm up, and stretch yourself here. Good. Both hands on the block. I'm going to come back up into this bent knee. So I did narrow my stance a little bit. You do what you need to do. Then we take the hands to the heart. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take this left elbow over to the right, outside of the right knee or on top of the right thigh, and twist. And if this is too much, you know, just modify. Good. Okay, so I'm going to stay here, but maybe you tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and you squeeze your thighs and you smile. Good. Okay, we'll release the hands down and just pivot your feet. So from where you are, so that they're both pointing straight, and we're in this wide-legged now. So if that works, yeah, you can bring your blocks and you can widen your stance. We'll inhale, and then just folding down, and you can, you know, if you need to use your blocks for your forearms, you can do that. Just let your head go. Press your inner thighs to the outer thighs, and then anchor down into your feet. You might even lift the toes up off the floor. Good. Okay, and then we'll come onto the hands. Now, yogi's choice. I'm just going to walk around now to find the left foot, and I'll bring the blocks with me and come down to bent knee lunge over here. But you could also just change your legs. So now you have the left foot forward, right leg back. Your blocks are where they need to be, and then make it longer, shorter. Come up. And we'll just start again with the front to back. And paying attention to your breath, and anything coming up in your own experience. Good. Okay. And then take it forward. And once you're here, you go, okay, where do I want these blocks to go? And the blocks will lift your chest a little higher so we get more weight into lunge. Okay, so then from here, I'll keep the right hand on the block, take the left arm up, and turn your chest to look to the left a little bit. Stay a little buoyant in your hips. You're not sinking too much. And then release, left hand to the block, and we'll lift the right arm up. Just stretch yourself, breathe. Good. Take both hands down, and I'm going to come up. So kind of bring myself more into a square. Bring the hands together at your heart. Find your balance. And then take that right elbow across outside of the left knee, and you turn yourself. You can stay here. Breathe. Or tuck the back toes under. Lift the knee. Squeeze everything, breathe, smile. And coming back to wide-legged, so you might grab the blocks, turn your feet, and then you can heel toe your feet as wide as you like. And we'll come down to just rest in here. So I just put my forearms on the blocks. If that speaks to you and is nice, go ahead. Okay. Nice. Take a nice big breath. Release it as you are. And then we'll come back onto the hands. And so you find your place here. I'm going to take the right foot and just turn it out. And the left heel is going to pop out a little bit. And I'm just going to start to bend into that knee. So I'm just right here. I'm just sending it back, taking my tush back. Yeah. And now I'm going to switch. So I have to move the feet and then bend into that opposite knee. Yes. Okay. And then we'll switch again. And this time I'm going to go deeper. So I walk the hands back. Just see what's possible. Maybe you can sink a little more. Maybe the left toes are going to lift. And somebody might even find a way to just snuggle in. No awards, no prizes. Okay, and then we'll switch sides. So just find your feet, move slow. Maybe the hands come a little closer and back and the right toes can lift. Maybe we come all the way down. And we just offer it, whatever it is we're offering. Good, okay, and then come back. And from wide-legged, we're just gonna take a wide-legged downward dog. So I'll turn both feet to point straight and take your hands as far forward as they're gonna go. And then you sit back in your legs. Breathe here. Okay, so you're in this shape. Now start to bend your knees and send your tush back. You might even pop up onto the pads of your fingers. Good. Okay, we're gonna come back to hands and knees. So make that happen however you need to do that. Good. Okay, from hands and knees, we're just gonna come back the way we started this class, cat-cow. I'm gonna make a longer tabletop. So the hands forward, knees back a little bit, and then you'll move through cat-cow as you move front to back, in whatever way works for you. You're gonna find there's a little dance to be had here. Call it a spinal roll dance. Good. And then once you have this motion of your ocean, reverse. So whatever you're doing, you now find the opposite way. And don't worry about, oh, it's not, I don't feel enough moving or whatever it is. You're doing the work. That's it. Okay, and then we'll settle back to child's pose. So make it a comfortable child's pose. Drop into your breath. And take your hands behind if you like, and catch hold of your feet. Good. If your forehead's resting on the floor comfortably, just turn your head side to side like you're giving this forehead a little massage. Okay. I'm just taking one more breath. Okay. And then we'll come and sit up again. This time maybe I'll tuck the toes under. And you be kind to yourself. If you need to keep your hands on the floor, that's fine. We'll just open the feet here. Good. I'm just going to lift the knees up. We've done this in class a few times, and just to balance. So you could even, if you want to, just get the experience and the balance isn't happening, you can put a block underneath your knees. Now let's take one more breath. Okay. All right, and then from here, let's actually prepare to come onto our backs. And we have our 2 blocks here. So if you need to put on, we're gonna stay on the back from now. So if you need to put on your sweatshirts or whatever else, do that. And I wanna start with the Bishmasana shoulder opener. So that's 2 blocks, one for between the shoulder blades and the other one for your head. And they could be, lowest heights. Maybe I'll show it with the lowest height. So I'll take the block, I use my thumbs, and I'm gonna find that place right between the shoulder blades. And you can feel where that is. So I'll put the block there, and then once you're there, your head might need some support. That block behind your head could be highest height, lowest height, or not at all. You don't even need it if you don't. And then once you're in it, sometimes it's a little, doesn't feel quite right. So if you just anchor your elbows, lift your chest, you might get a better fit. So wherever you are, block under your head, no block, arms out, down, over your head, and just kind of find your place to rest into this support. Okay, so I'm starting with the knees bent. Once you're in it, you need to decide if you want to stretch your legs out or keep them bent, or even go cross-legged. It's all fine. It's nice. Relaxed breathing here. So if this is your first time using these blocks, I'm going to tell you that once you get in it, it should feel supportive. Okay. Okay, so notice for yourself here, anything you're holding, tension in your jaw, the back of the heart, the belly, and what can you melt? Good. Okay, take one more breath. And then we're going to come off these blocks. You might roll to the side or put your hands on the floor and just press yourself upright. And then once we get up, you take your time. We're going to come back onto the blocks, but I'm just going to take them out, lie back down, just so I can feel what's happened. And once you get down, maybe you want to hug your knees into your chest, just allow a little bit more pressure into the back body. Good. Okay. All right, so I have my knees into the chest. Maybe you do too. And from here, we're going to rock and roll ourselves to come up to sitting. You can also just roll to the side and come up. But if you want to rock and roll, just let it be a rock and a roll. So you're just doing whatever feels okay for you. Let's do this a few times. Yeah. And then we'll come back up. Yes. Okay, so again, we're going to do the exact same pose. We might change the height of the blocks to go a little bit more, but you don't have to. You could do the exact same thing. So if I go a little higher, it's the same thing. I just use the thumbs, find and take my time, find the place where I feel the shoulder blades are there, and support the head. And then again, if it doesn't feel good, just lift your chest, put it back down. Hopefully it'll hit well. And if it's too much, putting a higher height under the head will help. And if you feel like you can drop down more, you can play with the block under the head to a lower height. So just finding a little bit of a different angle. And then again with the legs, once you're in it, they can stay bent, they can go straight. If you went cross-legged, maybe you go opposite cross of your legs. And we'll just drop in here and take a few breaths. The more you can release and drop into these supports with kindness and not forcing it if it's very uncomfortable, and take the time to adjust it. Releasing your heart space. And we're just going to take 3 more breaths. Let them count. Good. Okay. And then preparing to come out by either rolling to your side and then pressing up, or just press yourself up. As soon as you come up, remove the blocks. If you need a support for your head, take a moment, take that blanket you're using, put it down, and then come back down. And again, just feel what that's offered you in that very short amount of time. And again, if you want to hug the knees into the chest, just let everything be very heavy. Okay, and then we'll bring the feet back to the floor. And now we're going to take these blocks and they're going to go underneath the sacrum. So again, it could be lowest height, medium height, highest height. You could go to the highest height, if that's there for you today. Whatever it is, you're just going to find that support under your sacrum. Blocks any height. so that you have a lift. Okay, and then once you're in wherever you are, lowest height, medium height, highest height, if it's no good, maybe just a blanket. Again, just drop in, you can close your eyes. Keeping your feet to the floor, maybe they want to walk wider apart, just feeling in. Okay, feel that the heart space, the shoulders heavy. Good. Okay, so I'm going to keep the feet on the floor. I'm just going to heel toe them in a little closer. They don't have to touch, just a little closer. And then just in your mind's eye, you can't see your feet, pigeon toe yourself just a little bit so that you feel the outer edge of the feet come in contact with the floor. Then you might take your hands and hold your block if you feel like it needs that, because we're going to take the right knee in and then extend the right leg up to the sky. And then just start to roll your ankle a couple times, both directions. Good. And then we'll just bring a little flexion into that right foot. If you need to bend your knee, you know, it doesn't plug in nice straight up, that's, you find your place. And then if you feel stable, I'm going to take the belly down, heart down, and start to sneak that left leg out. And it might just kind of hover above the floor. You might have the heel on the floor. Just stretch through your heels like we did in the practice today. Just press your heels away. Good. We'll take one more breath. And then we're going to switch legs. So you might do that in midair or find a way to come in. You might keep the right foot on the floor for a little bit and then extend it. You know, make it your own. Breathe here. Good. Okay, yogi's choice here. I'm going to take both legs up in the air, but you could put your feet on the floor and just rest. You might have your knees bent. That's going to bring more pressure into the block and the sacrum. Well, wherever you are here, drop in like you're already in Shavasana. Let your belly drop, heart drop. Good. Okay, and then if you want to, we're going to take the feet down. But if you want, our legs are lifted, you want to challenge yourself, see if you can let the feet touch at the exact same time. And then once you're down, you can widen your feet apart. Maybe the knees will drop out. They're not going to go anywhere. It's maybe just a couple inches out. Feet stay on the floor. Good. Okay, and then I'll start to bring the knees back. Heel toe the feet to a place where you can lift the hips, take the block out, come all the way down. And just as we did before with the, oh, that feels so nice. Okay, maybe you want to hug your knees into your chest for a few moments here. Just closing your eyes, settling in to your experience in this body. Good. Okay, we're going to come to twist. Then you have your block, so you have a bolster if you want to use that. So I'll take the arms out. I'm going to have the palms up. I still have my knees into my chest. And then we'll just drop the knees over to the right side. So if you need some support, you have your blocks. You can put it underneath the right knee or between your knees. And just be here. Turn your head gently to the left. Good. Okay, so we can stay here in this twist that we're in. But if you want to go deeper, then I'm going to say take your right hand. And you might just hold the outer right left shin, or maybe you can catch hold of the baby toe edge of your foot. And I'm just going to stretch this leg out. And that might be okay for some of you, or you might take the block and use that to support your leg. And then I'll take this bottom leg, the right leg, and just draw it back so that the thigh is parallel to the long end of my sticky mat. So I've changed this. So you do whatever works. And if you can go deeper, then the left hand is going to look for the right foot. And it might be too much. So be kind. If you have your feet, you press the feet into the hands, hands back. And if you don't have your feet, that's awesome too. You're still enjoying and receiving the rewards of this twist. I'm going to take one more breath. And then we'll release. And you're going to bring yourself back onto your back. If you used a prop, you might put it over to the other side now. And I'm going to bring the knees into the chest, just hug them in. This is a child's pose on your back. Okay, full breath in. Release your breath completely. And then take your arms out. And we'll drop the knees over to the left side. You'll prop up, create for yourself a nice twist. Let the head turn. And we'll just rest here, no matter, even if you're going to go to the next part, just take some time in this place. Good. Okay, if you're going to go, we take the left hand, we find the right outer shin, maybe the baby toe edge of the foot, and we can stretch it out. You'll find your prop. And if you're not there, that's fine too. You can even stretch the leg without holding on. And then I'll take that bottom thigh back. Maybe the right hand's going to find the left foot. And I'll just push in. So I say push in, the feet are pushing to the hands are holding back. That's going to drop my shoulder too. But this is a full expression of the pose. So you need to force it. Don't force it. Just, find your bus stop and breathe there. Good. And we'll slowly release and come back onto your back. And I'm going to keep the feet on the floor. We're going to go to windshield wiper here. So heel toe the feet nice and wide. Arms can go out to the side, and we'll just drop the knees from side to side. And have your eyes closed. Feel your breath. Imagine this is that, just stretching the back out and massaging your low back. Okay, I'm going to add the hands. So let's do this together. I'll take the knees up. You're going to lift your hips and put the palms underneath your tush. You might even have the thumb and the index finger touching. And then you rest your cheeks on the backs of your hands. Then I'll come back to windshield wiper. And I'm going to just use this to massage the wrists, the hands, but also into your tush, your glutes. Good. So this is step one. And step two is more challenging. It's turning the palms up. And you might do that one at a time. So you just turn one palm up and just see what that is. You might be like, but you might be like, oh, and hang out into your wrists a little bit. So I'm not windshield wipering. I'm hanging out with the right palm turned up and the knees dropping to the right, even a micromillimeter. And then I'll switch. So I'll lift the hips, put the right palm down, turn the left palm up, and then let the knees drop to the left, even a little bit. And if you can handle it, drop your shoulders, smile, enjoy. Okay, and then I'm going to lift the hips, both palms down. Give it a little full windshield wiper action, massaging. Feel free to move your hands too, find a place that might be more beneficial. Good. Okay, and then I'll just come to rest. I'm going to keep the hands where they are. I might even lift the hips and just realign the hands. Let the hips drop into your hands. Don't do anything else, but just be here. And if you want to stretch your legs out with the hands down, you can do that too, and put a little bit more weight into your hands. Spread your fingers. I didn't say to do that, but hopefully you did that. Good. Smile. Yeah, let's take one more breath. And then you can sneak your hands out, just let them come out, palms up in this Shavasana place for one more breath. Good. Okay, you might just shake your wrists or roll your wrists around and move into Shavasana here. So I'm going to come up to sitting. I'll just rock and roll it, but you go wherever you like. And then let's set up for a nice relaxing Shavasana. So let's see, you might take your bolster and put it underneath your calves. So it'll be just resting underneath your calves. And then I have lots of blankets here, and I'm pretty sure you do too. So I'll take one blanket to support the heels. I'll just open it up and then roll it so it looks like this. And then I'm just going to place that to support my heels. Just make it like super luxurious. And I do have my heating pad here because heating pad yoga is where it's at. And then if you have socks, put them on, an eye pillow, bring it in, a blanket to cover yourself. It's always nice. And a support for your head is the last thing. Okay, and then we'll come in. Make a nice support so your head feels cared for. And once you're down, let's just come back to that feeling of the blocks underneath the chest. And as you exhale, feel that the blocks have come out and you're just grounded and spreading out through your heart space, through your wingspan, which is your arms. And then let that awareness travel down to feeling that block underneath the sacrum with the hips lifted. And let your exhalation melt the hips back down to the floor and spread out. Spreading out action is a visualization. Like your whole container of your body. It's like holding all the fluid within you, like a glass of water. Water will spread out to find the banks of the river. And imagine all your insides melting, fluid, and spreading out. Soften through your forehead, your eyes, your jaw. Feeling the support of the floor, the earth holding you. And feeling you releasing to the support. I am here. I am here. Letting your eyes sink down, eyelids heavy. Scanning your body for any place you're still holding tension. Lovingly release. And staying in your Shavasana, if you like, for as long as you are able. And feel ready to start your journey, and starting by deepening your breath. Just following the path of your breath in and out. Whenever you're ready, if you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists. You might extend your arms over your head and stretch your body in two directions. Bending your knees, maybe hugging the knees in for a few moments before you roll to your side. Just resting on your side for a few moments, just letting everything come back. Coming up to seated, if that's where you're headed today. And once you come upright, just pausing and you're seated to just feel what is shifted, what is opened, to feel how grounded you are at this moment. And that at this moment, all is well. Bringing your hands together at your heart, bowing your chin. And as you begin this next inhale, anchor the sit bones, lengthen tall. Stay as you are as you exhale. And we'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. And we'll seal that with one Om. Inhale. Bowing your chin. Om Shanti, Om Peace, Om Namaste. Take a full breath in. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. Lift your chin and open your eyes. And then offer this love to yourself and to each other. Yes. Mwah. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here and playing yoga with me today. Happy Friday. So much love. Yes. Nice to see you.